Well, Jack, how's your crystal ball looking today about the water bank and all the things that are happening out there?
Very positive. The water bank phase 1 is in operation. We will, late in September, early October, receive another 800 acre-feet of carryover water from last year that we purchased from AVAC to spread similar to the 500 acre-feet that we did in February. And that will give us a total of 1,300 acre-feet of water in the water bank. Other customers will be coming online in 2011, including San Diego, to store water in the water bank of 5,000 acre-feet, and we're also negotiating with some other entities in the valley and throughout the state.
This is a map, I presume, of what it will look like eventually. Is that true?
Well, it's a map of the first phase of 1,800 acres that the Water Bank Authority has purchased, going down to basically Avenue A here. This is 170th, which is also the Los Angeles Aqueduct for the city of Los Angeles. Roseman Boulevard is up through here. So the 1,800 acres is the land that's in the blue. These two sections here, all of this land in here, and this land up in here. The first phase, you can actually see the contours here and the contours in here, that this is where the feeder comes in from 140th here, which is AVAC feeder, comes in along in through here, and this is where the water initially was spread in February, and the second spreading of water will be up in this area here. And then future water will also be through here and then into this area.
In your opinion, is water going to be available in excess of the RCSD AVAC allotment every year to charge this?
Yes, water will be available throughout the state, and there are other people who will want to put water in here and bank it. Similar like putting money into a savings account so you have it when you need it, whether it be San Diego County Water Authority, which is committing 10,000 acre-feet of storage for over $15 million investment, or it could be DWP or some other entity throughout the state that wants to store water. We have a water bank with our other partner, Semi-Tropic, up at Wasco, and they have over 1 million square feet of storage, and they've been storing water for the last 20 years for a number of customers throughout the state of California.
So the idea is to make this similar to that one, and
yeah, it's similar to where you have the land. It's acceptable to store water, to retract it. It comes out where it's clean, and that it's potable water to be reused and distributed back through the AVAC system. The AVAC system, you have the north feeder, which is right through here, and then the feeder here goes all the way down to the aqueduct. And then you also have the other aqueduct that comes through here. The desire is to be able to utilize the current abilities for transmitting water throughout the state, and then also to expand retraction wells. There is an $11 million construction project underway today that will upgrade the pipeline of 36 to 48 inches coming across here for the feeder. It will put in more extraction wells, 5 of them in through here, and then put in all the improvements for spreading water on 320 acres here. Snip Line is a 48-inch water trunk line that goes from the Quartz Hill plant, which is just south of here. This is Avenue A and the county line between Kern and LA. And then you go down about 10 miles down to Quartz Hill. That line then comes up 80th Street, which is right here, to Gaskell, then comes across Holiday all the way into 35th Street, and then up to the Roseman plant, which is right here. And then that ties in with the Roseman plant connecting the other plant. So then the water then can be spread out to the North Feeder, which ties Cal City, Edwards, Boron, Rio Tinto, so forth. The tie-in between the Snip Line going from the two water plants into the water bank actually will go from 80th Street here, where it's coming up from Quartz Hill, and it will come across Gasco from here out to 140th right here. And that's a 8-mile pipeline that will be approximately 36 to 48 inches in diameter, and that'll be able to where water can be brought in and stored in the water bank, and then water can be taken back out of the water bank and transmitted anywhere within Antelope Valley or outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a way of blending the water to eliminate THMs and to have an alternative to chloramines for future water treatment.
How about a completion date for that line, tying the Snip Line with the water bank?
The Snip Line from Quartz Hill to the Roseman Water Bank has just been completed. They're finishing up the final connections in the next 3 months. The contract for the improvements of the water bank has been already approved to tie in with the Van Dam turnout and Gasco to the water bank. And then the future connection between the water bank and the Snip Line, the final agreements are being completed in the memorandum of understanding. Will be going to both the the Semi-Trophic Roseman Water Authority Board and ABEX Board in September, early October. And I would assume that engineering, bidding, and construction will start after the first of the year and take about a year.
The land at the water bank, can that be used for anything else?
The land it is currently not using for recharge can be used for agricultural. You can also use part of it for solar activities in the future, and then underneath the solar panels you'd be able to put water in for recharge.
So Jack, along the line that's going to go from the existing RCSD district all the way out here 8 miles, is that going to open that property up for annexation or development? Or?
It has the ability to open it up. The current boundary of the Roseman Community Service District goes from Avenue A up to Dawn Road. It goes from Edwards Air Force Base here. This is Route Highway 14 that comes up through here, and then goes out to about 60th Street coming down through here. The idea is to extend the boundary southwise out to 90th, take 90th, including Willow Springs, going up to Bacchus and coming back in this area, which actually doubles the size of the district in the future. We've had meetings with LAFCO, and the key to it is the district's ability to provide future water resources to this area in order to put a backbone system in for growth. The assumption for the future is that the bulk of the growth will stay within our current boundary here, and that residential large lots, rural area will be going out to here, and then this area here will be for future energy, agriculture, wind and solar projects.
With some residential though mixed in?
It'll have some residential, but there'll be large parcels of 10 to 20 acres or larger. Any future growth is going to have to determine of how can we bring additional water resources in, how can we do conservation, recycling, and have we ability to store water when we can acquire it. My gut feeling is that this area will continue to have responsive growth in the future between anywhere from 3 to 5% versus some of the projections that Southern California Council of Governments has said that there'll be over 1 million people here by 2020. I think that Antelope Valley will probably add another 100,000 people over the next 10 years, all the way from Acton all the way up through to California City, Tehachapi. But because we have so much land, we'll still be able to keep our rural identification. I think the future looks bright for Roseman in that the board has made an investment in the future, not only to expand its waste treatment plant, but also expand its infrastructure, and then to participate in the water banking as an asset for future growth and investment.